Hi everyone, Kim here with Sunshine Creations and Crafts. Now, Independence Day for me is not I don't usually make 4th of July cards and send them out, but I have been seeing some gorgeous cards that have been coming across the internet that are 4th of July cards. So I've been really enjoying that. I've been really inspired. Now, I haven't done a video on my simple cards Cricut art cartridge in a super long time, so I thought I'd do 4th of July card. Now this can kind of be used for anything, but I'm going to go ahead and just pull in that theme and have some fun with it. So going through my scraps and I found this one. It's like an orangey red with some cream colored stars on it. And this is how it cuts out. I'm going to put this behind it for a second. It's got some arrows, and this kind of almost looks like a rocket or a firecracker. But we're going to go ahead and use that. Now, this is my fault. I was taking it off the mat and I stuck my spatula in there and I tore the paper. So when I glue it on to the insert, I will make sure that I glue that down straight and flat. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, this is the inside of that paper, which it's going to be covered up. I'm going to go ahead and get my Doris Stars embossing folder. And I'm going to go ahead and emboss this dark blue. Now notice too, this isn't a real bright blue. It's it's a navy blue almost. I'm going to go to my Big Shot and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm all done running that through my Big Shot. We're going to set that aside. That's a really cute embossing folder. I love that one. If you can kind of see the stars sticking up, that's going to go as my insert, just like that. Alright, get some glue. I haven't been crafting for a couple days, so my glue's kind of stuck. I think I'm actually going to put it on the insert instead of trying to get it on the card. Well, it's not stuck, is it? It squirted right out of there. You have to make sure you put it right on the edge too, so it won't stick out of the inside of the card. And then, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue right there. I think that's the only piece that really that I screwed it up. I took it off with my spatula, my Cricut spatula, and I tore the paper, and it was the only paper that I had that was like this, that was big enough to make this card. So I thought I'd go ahead and fix it like this. Alright, so I'm going to flip this over and find my score line there. Now I just noticed that I embossed the wrong side of that blue paper. As you can see, I have the name of the paper sticking out there. So I can either put a strip of paper across there or just keep this as a keepsake. Just kind of trying to fix that there. I'm going to grab a baby wipe. And not to put too much moisture on it, but just enough to dab off that extra glue. And you have that. Now I want to show you something really cool. I'm not quite done with that, but when you cut this card out, you get these pieces, and I thought they were really cute. And I've done this, brought this to your attention before with this simple cards. Cricut cartridges, the things that get cut out can be used for either other cards or layouts or scrapbook albums, mini albums, or whatever you want. So look at all those cute shapes. Alright, put that aside. Now on the inside of this, I'm going to be doing some stamping. And I don't recall if this was the right size or not. Yeah, that's going to work. Alright, so I have this little firecracker stamp, and I wish I could tell you where I got it from, but I don't remember. It's been a long time, I know that. And I'm just going to put that there on my acrylic block. It's got to put it the right way though. And I've got some archival ink that's called Navy. It's by Heidi Swap. And I'm just going to go first in the middle, or try to get in the middle as best as I can. Should be it. This should be on my grid paper so I could judge that better, but I'm noticing I'm kind of pushing too hard on the ink pad, and I don't want that extra ink to get on my card, so I'm going to wipe that off. And I'm just going to kind of try to judge right there. And go right here. And then we'll do 2 more. This was from, I'm almost sure from Studio G, the stamp that I had bought a long time ago. Okay, so that's that. And that's going to go on the inside. Put a little glue right on the edge. And let me put the lid on this so I don't get ink all over the place. And then we'll put this in just like that. Lining it up. And using the Tombow allows me to move it around if I need to. Okay, so I want to do one more thing. I have a 4th of July stamp that's from Hero Arts that I'm going to cut a star out of a cream colored cardstock and stamp within the star. But then, you know, after I started thinking about it, I thought, gosh, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the stamp first, and then I can maneuver the star around it, because the stamp's just a little bit too big. But I'm going to make it work. So let's stamp on our paper first. Gotta learn not to push so hard. And I'm going to do it in the middle of this paper because I'm going to use this Spellbinders star, and it comes with a really small one, and it goes bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, that didn't turn out so good. Let's grab another one. I just so happen to have a piece right here handy, and I'm going to try that again. Much better. Clean that off. Set that aside. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Stampin' Up! Magnetic platform, and I'm going to maneuver the star just so that it sits like right on the edge of the happy and the 4 and the July, and I'm just going to maneuver it around about like that. Oops, I moved it. And I'm going to run it through my Big Shot. I'll be right back. Oh, and by the way, I was just wondering if you were all like, oh my gosh, she didn't put the acrylic piece down. Well, I actually did. I set it on directly on the magnetic platform, but when I went to actually cut it, I used the acrylic. Okay, so I was tricking you there. So that is my star, and you know, just to play it safe, I put down a little bit of washi. All right, so this right here, I'm like, oh, that's kind of boring. Yeah, well, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to put that little fireworks stamp on there. Tap that on. Now it's not gonna, the whole thing's probably not gonna fit. So I'm gonna go about right there. And we'll do just like that. So this is going to go on the front of my card. But I'm going to pop it up a little bit, and I have some spare foam adhesive little things. So I'm going to flip that around, and then it'll pop up off my card a little bit. And I think maybe one more right there should do the trick. And it is going to cover up a couple of these, but since there's so many of those on the card front, I'm okay with it covering up a little bit. All right, so that is my 17th card of the Simple Cards Cricut Art Cartridge. And I have a couple more videos in mind that I want to do, so I'm going to say Happy 4th of July to you if I don't get those done before Friday. And have a safe and wonderful holiday. Have a great day.